Okay, welcome. It's day 8, so we're going to try to get some at least 3 more days in on this part here. See where it takes us. See how long it takes us. I'm trying to keep these closer to an hour, but they between 3 days and 4 days is the difference of like easily 20 minutes. So keep in mind that you might have an hour and 20 sort of as a rule, but I'm going to do my best. That's the problem. We have 7 days in a week. So, and the week is sort of the arbitrary, cutoff for how things go. So it's day 8. I did take the liberty of drawing 3 cards. So I had the Dwarven Smith in the Lost Castle, which we don't know where it is. Banditry here, of course, the magician gets another piece of bad luck because he has to deal with that. And the Dead Adventure in the Caves. So I'm not super excited about those event draws because they don't really open the game up. Like nothing happened over here, right? It's all here, sort of weirdly packed in, and so on. I've also written the moves for the characters for day 1, and I think our Berserker is going to try to head maybe into the crags. Oh wait, I don't have my cards up. Hold on. This is a problem. My fault. Give me 2 seconds. So the Berserker is heading. He is heading up toward the mountain. I mean, we'll have to see. It's a rough haul. It's not an easy area to traverse. But remember, the Berserker has an easier time traversing mountains and mountain tiles. So maybe I'm thinking that he just cuts and sort of goes for it. Maybe he goes to the high pass. Maybe he goes to the crag. But going to the crag means cutting through this mess. And then going to the mountain means getting through the borderland with the goblins. Having said that, his first move is going to be just that. So I've taken the liberty of writing everybody's day 8, and I will tell you their day 8 as we get there. We're not going to pregame this. We're just going to go, right? So let's get a monster roll out. Oops. I moved the camera way off of that die. It's a 1, so dragons pop for the first time, I think, in this game, and the wizard is first. So the wizard is going to spell, so he's going to enchant this tile right there, that chit. He's going to move to 4. He's then going to use this gold and his type 3 to enchant this tile. Then he moves to 2. That's his day. Berserker goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He might draw Slither. Ugh, he does. It's not on him. It's up here. Something to think about, but he does draw that Slither. The captain goes here, searches 2 times for, he's going to peer to try to find those paths. He does. So the captain peers, he's going to find 6364 Enchanted Deep Woods, which is perfect, but he does end up in the Nut Woods. His buddy does the same thing, doesn't really matter. He ends up there in the Nut Woods. And finally, the magician, he's got to try. He's going to hide and move into Serpent Lands. If he doesn't hide, he's sort of screwed. The magician has had an unlucky game, but they lucks out, and he does hide and ends up here. Now, having said that, what the hell else shows up? Oh, I didn't get my coffee out here. Let me do that, and then I will screw the magician over here. Hold on. don't think it screws the magician, but I do think it makes that hex a whole lot more dangerous. Since you can see some red diamonds there right now. So you are going to have dragons here on top of all the other crap which has already appeared. A little bit of instant coffee tonight. So we got Roar and Slither. Slither's first. Slither's going to draw. And then Roar won't draw because we'll have already taken that for Slither. So there you go. So it's not as bad as all that. It is Slither. So it appears right here with the serpents. We got more serpents. We now just have a bigger fire-breathing serpent or whatever. Yeah, okay, great, cool. Done. And then Roar does nothing. And that's the day. I don't think there's any fights. It is a darn quiet day. But I will say this. So the captain is now going to... use his monster lore. And he's going to drag the imp. He can drag one. So the captain uses monster lore. He drags a single tile, clearing of monsters to his, from an adjacent hex to his hex. And now he's just going to put this guy as the attacker, this guy as the defender. So we're going to deploy. We're going to deploy, excuse me. And I don't think it matters what I play. So I will play that, just like that. So where does the imp end up? The imp rolls a 5, so he ends up dropping one. Does the imp flip? Oh, he's this side, I'm sorry. He does flip, so he's that side. Done. Where do our two guys go? 6, so he drops. 2, so he drops. So they're both going to miss regardless. Flip 1, yes. Flip 2, yes. So they both flip. So what happens is this long weapon goes first and kills the imp. So we get 2 notoriety there. Done. We also get a point. So we score ++ lore. That's 1 point for the captain, which gives him 5 points. So that's sort of cool for him. He's also up to 18 prowess. So that does increase his lead a tiny bit. Not a ton, and it's not a big, right? That's not a big win. But it's an easy win and an easy way to get that card cycled and scored. You don't get anything else from Monster War. And he gets, ooh, Black Source, Soyve. Okay. Monster Lore turns to Black Source. Done. And that, I think, is day 8. Let's make sure nothing else is happening. No, the Magician is definitely not going to dink around with these guys. He's going to head up and do his thing. So he is done. Wizard is done. Everybody is done. Okay. So let's look at day 9. I think we hide. Move and move. Right? So move and move. Yep. We're going to hide, move. I am going to do a search, which is I'm going to use guide and extra rest, I suppose. But yeah. And that's going to be our day. The second day, the Magician's day. So the Magician can actually walk out of that clearing, which he will. So he's going to move 5. That's his first thing he does, is move 5. Then, frankly, he needs to rest the heck up. Then rest. And I hate to say it, but so he'll hide too, obviously. We got to play it safe. I mean, even if, no matter what, we're going to play it safe. We're going to try to keep this guy alive. We're going to move out of there. We're going to rest twice. We're going to rest probably a couple more times before all is said and done. I think, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the captain is going to move to the house. He is going to use his extra phase in a dwelling to trade. And I mean, that will score him gift exchange. Yeah, done. And yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good for him. And he'll use his black source. So I'm going to pretend he burns that during the day, like that. And I'll drag a card down here just to remember. Because he's not going to use black source typically. I mean, I'm obviously will now need it somehow. And the magician, or the wizard, I should say, is going to rest. That's for sure. Does he need to do anything else? I mean, he'll hide just in case he needs to hide. But he can't go into this battle hidden, and he's going to move too. Right? And he's going to do the challenge. And so hopefully that'll go well for him. It's not a huge chance, and I'll tell you why it's not a huge chance that he gets hurt. He's going to use the Ointment of Steel, and the crossbowman's then going to have to penetrate that tremendous armor. So even the first hit, no matter what, just going to wound us. And then we will kill this guy. So all good. Okay. I think that is day 9. So let's get day 9 rolling here. So it's day 9. We need a monster roll. And it is 3. So ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopi. That's going to suck for the magician again because the magician cannot catch or break this game. Wizard first. So the wizard goes in. Is he hidden or not? It really doesn't matter, although it does a little bit if bad guys were going to show up but he is. So we'll start him hidden. He rests and he is done. And someone does show up. The patrol shows up. I think he likes the patrol though, so all good. Berserker moves. He will hide, I believe, right? Hide. So he's going to hide first. He does. He's going to search, and he's going to use guide to automatically find that thing. So let's use guide. So we burn guide. We find ruin 1/5, which is great to find. Green 1/5 in the ruins is typically very, very good in my any danger sense, which isn't a free alert. Do you really care? Not really. But he is there, hidden. And then the question is what shows up, and I think Patter is going to bring goblins to this this square right there, but nothing else. So done. That's going to make the ruins harder to traverse even so. Like that is a death tile right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Technically, he got an extra phase, but I don't think that matters too much. And we're going to do the gift exchange with our buds here. What do we got? The soldiers, right? So we executed trade phase. We're going to give them the potion, and we're going to, well, take the 7 league boots, because that is a huge upgrade, frankly. And for a victory point, hell yeah. And we get Secret of the High Pass. We get Secret of the High Pass. We score Gift Exchange. That's the captain's 6th point there right now. So he's in the lead now. Yeah, pretty, let's say, commanding lead, but a solid lead. Gift Exchange gets put back, and we draw Locate the Shrine. Ooh, that's good for the captain, actually. We draw Locate the Shrine, because the shrine is right there. So we know where that bad boy is. I don't think anything else. I think that's it, right? Yeah. I like Secret of High Pass. Secret of High Pass is to go to one of these 2 clearings here, this one or this one, and search until you find a secret path to 4. His buddy follows him, no big deal. We'll go here. We will hide, and he needs to hide. It's going to come up a 6. Yeah, it comes up a 6. Of course it does. Of course it does. We rest twice, so we're going to rest. It's going to be a rest. We are going to rest. Give me 1 second. I'm going to need that. And that to get poison back. Unfortunately, wolves appear, and so we're in a little bit of trouble yet again. So, got that going for us. Okay. That's it. We got a couple things going on today. Not a ton, but a couple things going on. The first is this battle. So the wizard, this guy's, we cannot start this battle hidden, or else we lose faction with everybody. Ointment of Steel. Good stuff. Generally, I think we're safe, but there's 1 or 2, I think, things. Not reflecting grease, potion of energy, ointment of steel, intercepts all attacks. It is destroyed when tremendous or greater harm is inflicted on it. So yeah, the card's a little bit wrong, right? Because it intercepts all attacks. It's destroyed by attacks greater than or equal to T. But it will intercept all attacks. So he gets 1 attack that he will. So what we're going to do is we are going to lunge out like this, right? Because the staff does, it's, so this guy is going to get the first shot, of course, because his crossbow is longer round 1. He does line up, so that sucks a bit. Does he flip? Oh, and we play whatever crap move. He doesn't flip. But this weapon's longer, so missile roll 5. Reduced by 2 levels. So it becomes heavy, medium, light. Hits armor. Light hitting armor does no damage whatsoever, so it's not even a wound. It doesn't destroy this. But then we bap this guy over the head with medium damage and kill him. Done. So the reward for the challenge is that we get prowess and gold plus 5. So prowess, he gets 9 prowess. So the wizard now has 9 prowess, and I think that's going to put him in 2nd place. So he's going to steal a point from the magician and take it. And in the meantime, he gets Oh, geez, sorry. 7 gold. Which gives him 22 gold. And he's winning gold. Done. And then this guy heads back home. He is chastened for his foolishness and heads back home. The wizard wins the challenge. We get a new card. Locate the vault. So, okay. So, end of the day, let's think real quick about where we're at. Both the captain and the wizard have ended in a dwelling. Oh, we got the magician's fight. So he is in trouble again. Okay, that's fine. I think he takes... I mean, these guys can take pretty much anybody. Can we... They can take any one of these. It really just comes down to which ones do I feel capable of facing. So the attack times are 4 or 3. So I say we fight on that side. And I say we take... I think it barely matters. Excuse me, sorry. I think it barely matters. I'll tell you what, well, we have to move. Okay. Okay, so what we have to actually change this up, I think. Well, I mean, yeah, I think we have to change this up. So hold on. So we have to, let's take the mediums, the ones that are not, so these guys. Let's take 2 of those. Because we only can have one. I mean, this is still a terrible, terrible fight. So let's do this. So here's what it comes down to. If we get this guy to line up, that's great. And we'll kill him. Otherwise, if these guys flip, that's going to suck. Like, we want no one to flip, effectively. Because they will kill the magician. If we can survive a single round, maybe these guys can finish their boys. And if they do, then we can survive this. So it literally is, can we survive a round? And get someone killed. Not us, by the way. So let's survive a round. So first thing is first, we're really looking for a 1 or a 4 here for certain. That's not a 1 or a 4. That's a 5. And what that does is that flips him up. And that's still okay-ish. Not great, but it's still okay. Does the first guy flip over? Yeah, that's a problem. So now we're dead. Does the second guy flip over? No. Does the third guy flip over? No. Okay, so we're going to die. It doesn't matter really what happens. We miss our attack. This guy hits us, does medium damage, and the magician is dead. And that's it. I mean, that sucks. I like the magician. He's really one of my favorite characters. Main issue, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, main issue is I just think he had some shit luck. Rolling double ones on a transform, on an aggressive transform, always sucks. And everything else from there just sort of went downhill. Sorry, excuse me for what I got a tickle in my throat now, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So, I hate characters dying, but he's dead. We close him up. And done. So on day 9, the magician is dead. So he's going to score 0 points. And he has not won. He's not going to win any categories. So he's going to literally blank this game. Not a good start for him in the tournament. Do we have another fight going on or not? I don't think so. I think that is it for all of the battles. Okay, so I mean, for day 10, what is the Berserker going to do? Well, I mean, he's not in a great spot, really. He is in a little bit of a mess. Any one of these, any one of these battles could go really wrong for him. Absolutely. He doesn't have any cash. He has good stuff, but he doesn't have any cash. I mean, he could luck out and do really well against the trolls. He might be able to kill that spider. I mean, the dragon's an easy kill if he starts hidden, but that's going to be hard to do. But the serpents aren't easy, frankly. So, I mean, that sort of sucks. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide, move to the cairn, and search. And just have to deal with that. On to guy number 3, the captain. So at the end of the day, the captain has to make a call. I say he's going to ditch Secret of the High Pass and the Armorer. He'll keep Locate Shrine, and he will ditch these 2, because you can do that if you're in a dwelling at the end of the day. And he's going to get Navigator and Pub Crawl. Ugh, jeez. Okay. I do, though, think Navigator, I think his anything learned before counts. So he actually has 2 of the 3 already done. So he is really in good shape. He just has to learn 1 more. Pub crawl. I mean, ugh, jeez, really? He can get to 2 things really quickly. It's the other 2, right? He can get to the top 2 pretty easily. It's the bottom 2 that are clunky. We are checking these guys out. The soldiers are also that's a good hire as well, frankly. Problem is he has no money. And only about a week, less than a week left. So he either has to get money and rehire the guard, or he's sort of screwed because he can't carry that blasted jewel anymore. So it's a 2-point shift, but he might sell it and get $30 and then hire the soldiers. So that might be it, actually. So he might do an extra trade phase to sell, hire, and hire. End his day here, turn in pub crawl, start again effectively. So that might be his day. And then the wizard, the wizard is in the money, but he's going to turn diplomat in at the end of the day because diplomat is not gonna, he has to somehow pop the ogres again. So he's gonna get rescue. That's a pretty good one for him right now. So choose a clearing, not in your current tile, with 1 group of monsters, and then that's what you rescue. That's what you're going to rescue from. That is not trivial to choose because, frankly, he's going to choose. He's going to choose this. So, yeah, he's going to choose to rescue. So now he rolls a native group. 8 Lancers. So the top Lancer has wandered off and gotten himself caught by these dragons somehow. So this is the group he's going to pick. He should be able to flame sword that dude. He should be able to. So I think that is his plan. So he has that. He has all his chips. This goes away. This is discarded to the shaman. Yeah, it's discarded to the shaman. So let's do that. Let's discard this to the shaman. So the wizard's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, I suppose, to 6. So he's going to go and move to... I will say this first. If he likes the patrol, which he does, we're going to execute a single trade phase and then move, and move out. Because they might have a color source as a for instance. So move into the Nuplets. Done. Okay. That's day 10 ready to roll. Let's roll a monster roll here. See what happens. 1 more dragons. Ugh, okay. That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. What do we got? We got the captain and his boys. And the magician is dead. So we'll just delete that. Done. So captain first. Captain is going to trade. The captain is going to sell to the soldiers this for 30 bucks. So he gets plus 30. He loses his great treasure superiority. I don't like doing that. That's a that's a bad call, but a necessary call at the moment. And the captain is going to hire 4 times on the friendly table. He rolls a single die when he hires. They're worth 10 bucks initially. Let's see what he gets. 1 hire, price times 3. That's 1. He's going to go for lower. 2, no, price times 3. 3, price times 2. That's what he's looking for. So he's going to buy them for price times 2. We add 14, so we're going to get Soldier HQ and day 24. He subtracts 20 from that, so he ends up with 10 bucks. Captain has 10 bucks. Now that does not, he cannot get the gold points because he needs more than 10 bucks to get the gold points. And he is done. And at the end of the day, he burns Pub Crawl for that card. And he has to stay there because you can't actually walk out with these guys. They pack that night, pretty much, as far as I can tell. So Captain and his guy are done. The Berserker hides twice. Now this is going to suck because he's going to get dragons. So he's going to hide twice, and he does. He moves into here, into the cairn. He searches once, looking for a 4 and a 1. Oh, a 5. Womp womp. Okay, gets nothing. Okay, what is this? It is Slither. So I don't think anything else comes, but this guy does pro. We're hidden, though. That's not the worst. Magician trades with the patrol. So what does the patrol have? So we're going to trade with the patrol. We have 22 bucks. I don't necessarily, I mean, I could buy the armor or whatever, but we're going to look at what they have. Phantom Glass, Sacred Statue for 10 bucks. It's not the worst. We already have the good book. Now, keep in mind, we do use, like, these do count as type 1 chits. So having 2 of them is fascinating, because I believe you actually can... I believe you can enchant... you can literally flip them. Advanced magic rules. Enhanced artifacts. You can use exactly like a magic chit. It can be enchanted into color. It can be used to enchant a map tile. It allows its owner to record spells. Although, yeah, okay. So he'll roll on it. It's what, 10 bucks, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, it's 10 bucks. He'll roll on it for sure. No reason not to roll on it. He is friendly with them, but he doesn't have any other bonuses to trading. And he only has 22 bucks. The chance of him getting it, price times 3, so 30 bucks. So, I mean, the answer is, he can get rid of the other thing for it, but he's not going to. What he is going to do, though, he'll figure that out, is he might make the call, start learning those spells. He can't learn them. He can't, I mean, technically this says you can record them. I never made it so that you could record those spells unless you had the chits. But I did like the idea of using it as a chit to cast them. So, but having 2 of them would give you color magic, which was cool, which he does not have the option to do at the moment. So he did trade, and now he goes 1, 2, 3, and he is done. And that is the wizard's day. And so it is everyone's damn day. The captain hangs out there, turns in his thing. The berserker has to make a call here. So what we're going to do, so keeping in mind, so we got our buddy. I think we can make a little play here. So that's what we have. Nothing is on our sheet currently because we are hidden. Our guy is hidden. Everyone's hidden. So I'm going to ready my weapon. I am going to play a tremendous fight. I am going to target the dragon. The dragon shifts down. His head shifts up. Doesn't matter. He's not on my sheet. Does the head flip? Because it could flip. It doesn't. But we are going to undercut this guy with our tremendous time 4 and kill him damage. And then we become... So, yeah, dragon. So this goes to unreadied. And now it's on, right? So the best we can do is, so I'm gonna lure at this point. We're gonna grab a buddy sheet. We lure the tremendous spider. This guy's gonna go here. We're gonna ready our weapon with any old fight chit. So this one, and we will play a tremendous anything, because remember, and it barely matters because a heavy star will do it also. But we want our attack to be equal or faster. It is. The spider needs a 1 or a 4 to line up with us. It gets a 5. So it doesn't line up. It goes down 1 instead. He doesn't flip. And we don't hit him. So I'm going to commit to playing a move. So I'm going to fatigue. And then we're largely just going to do the same thing. It's how many times do we have to fatigue to kill this guy? Quite a bit, it seems. So that's the... Well, no, and that's... I shouldn't... I do... Hold on. Yeah, so that's fine. So, well, round 1, we killed a guy. So round 2, we missed. But round 1, we killed a guy. So that was the first round. This is the second round, so we fatigue. So there you go. This is the third round. We get this round. This is the third round. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. So we get this one for free. 4, so he lines up. So we are going to hit this guy, and we are going to kill this guy before he hits our guy, because our weapon, it's the same time. We are longer than the spider, and so we kill him. That is 22 prowess because we killed both of those ourselves. Our buddy did not kill them. We killed them. And so we get 2 times the second one. So we get 10 points for him and 12 points for him. That is 22 prowess, and that's going to move the berserker up into first place. It's going to move the captain down to second place, and it puts the wizard out of prowess points. So that's going to change the scores fairly significantly. And the captain is hurting a little bit, frankly. Kicking himself a little bit for getting rid of that treasure, but so be it. And there's the Berserker, and he kicked the hell out of those dudes. And I think that ends our day. It does. So that ends our day. The score right now is 4-0, of course, to 3-3. Or I'm sorry, 3-4. Wizard has 4 points also. We do have a card for the captain to look at. It is Dragon Slayer. Ooh. That ain't bad. He is going to probably shoot down and try to kill that darn dragon. But that's a non-trivial task to get there before, say, the wizard. So I say we do one more day. That'll probably take 15-20 minutes, and we'll get through the next 3 days. It'll be a short one for the next week. So the next part. So the Berserker is going to hide. And let's do it. Let's search for that cairn, right? And then let's take our extra rest. Done. Magician is dead. We do need to do navigation. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So I think we can either try to find. We can either all go 1, 2. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 1, 2. So he's got the captain has a whole host of guys with him, right? So he's going to move, search. Everyone's going to move separately, 1, 2, and then do 2 searches to find this path. Done. That's day 11, and now we have the wizard's day 11. Wizard's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because he can use all the secret paths. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes to ledges 4. Uses take cover if he needs to. His goal is to get to here and then up to here. Kill that guy with a swift. Flame sword and rescue his Lancer buddy. And that is it. Let's get this one done here. Once we get more dragons, maybe. Interesting. Oh, and we do need Doesn't really matter. But we will need him to go in there also. And actually, it does matter. So we're just going to paste in there. And we're going to take all these guys and go down to our guy, the captain. So the captain literally has an army traveling with him. Oh, and we get an extra move phase. Oh, and we're in a dwelling. So, holy crap. So, hold on. We're going to get an extra move. An extra move because we're at a dwelling. And so we're going to get to search 4 times. That's pretty good. The rest of the guys do not get all that. And if they're not following us, they cannot benefit from our extra phases. So that's that. Okay, done. So captain, soldier guard, and magician. Berserker's in the middle, sorry. So the captain goes 1, 2, and he's going to search 4 times. So he's probably going to find this thing. He fails once, needs a 1, 2, or 3, fails twice, fails 3 times. He fails all 4 times. He is done. We do get smoke M. And so, unfortunately, we're going to have some dragons on the captain. These are reasonably dangerous dragons for the captain to face. His guard buddy shows up, but then is blocked. So no searches for him. And the berserker is going to hide once. He fails, which sucks. Now he's going to search, what, 3 times? Yeah, he's going to search 3 times. I'll give him his rest. Hold on. Poof, he rests. He's going to search for the cairn. He needs a 4 or a 1 to find it. He gets a 3. That's not going to find it, so that's 1 of 3. So he finds it on the second search. So in the second search, he finds the cairn. The third search, he can loot it if he's willing to burn a chit. So hold on. So he will burn his fight H4. No, that's not a good one to burn, unfortunately. So he's going to do this. He's going to burn that and make some change. So he rolls 2 dice. He loots the 5th card in the deck. And those are Shoes of Stealth. Pointless for the Berserker, because he is too damn big for those shoes. But it is a treasure at least done. Does anything appear? Well, no, because all the dragons are currently on the board. So actually, that's a very safe roll for him. And he is done. And now he gets his extra rest phase, in which case he's going to bring this one back and fatigue the T6. So he makes change and he is done. The guard shows up as well. So everybody shows up here. And it's the wizard's turn. And the wizard goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think dragons, nothing chases, and he is done. And we have 1 fight. It's the captain with these 2 dragons. So we really need 6 buddy sheets, but... Oh, no. We'll make do with 1 more for now. So let's see where these dragons should end up. We need to do heavy damage or heavy star damage. And we need the ability to... to avoid their attack. On this side, they're harmless. On this side, they kill any one of these guys. It sucks if he flips. I think these guys are going to bear the brunt of the attack. The spearmen. Because on round one, we are all longer, so that's good. And now we need to just, how do we deploy these guys? I say we go for what is the automatic kill here. No matter what, this guy's getting hit for heavy damage. He is dead. It's whether he hits this guy and kills him or not. And if he happens to line up with our guy, really, we just don't want our guy to flip. Over here, a little shittier situation. But this should be an auto kill. We cannot really participate because we can't generate that kind of damage right now to kill a heavy armored dragon. So let's let these guys go. So first thing is first, where does the dragon end up? 1, he ends up right there. Does he flip? And this is important because if he flips, this round he is totally neutered. So he is fine. He flips to light. And now we roll for both of our sides here. This guy stays intact. These guys do a flip, and up, like that. I mean, I could roll for everybody. We will. That guy does not go. This guy doesn't flip. This guy does not flip. And finally, this guy flips. So the longest weapon goes first and does medium star damage, which does not kill this dragon. That's just medium damage. But then these weapons all go. This guy lines up and hits, doing heavy damage, killing the dragon. And that is round 1 there. Over here, this is a little more dangerous story. We really just need... We need the dragon to flip again, I think, would be nice. So let's see where the dragon ends up. The dragon ends up in 2. He ends up down at the bottom. Does the dragon flip? Yes. So he flips to light. So he is neutered for a round. Good. Where does the crossbowman and the spearman end up? 5. So they end up both here like that. Does the crossbowman flip? No. Does the heavy spearman flip? No. So the crossbowman hits because he undercuts. He does have to roll 2 dice on the missile table, and he's looking for a 3, 2, or a 1. No change. He does not get no change. He gets a 6 and a 4. He pings off the dragon's armor. And now we are in this situation here. And we're going to play like this. I'm not 1,000% sure we're allowed to do that, to switch them to either side. I'll play him like this. And I'll put him here since he is currently faster. And I'll put, it doesn't really matter where I put this guy. I'm going to put him here. So we're piling on, right? So where does the dragon end up? The dragon ends up in 2, so he goes down way to the bottom. Does the dragon flip back over to the dangerous side? He does. So that sucks a little bit because we could lose a guy now. Where does everyone else end up? So he ends up in 6. So he ends up flipping all the way down to the bottom. Again, sucks. These guys end up switching like this. And we check every box. Does the first box flip? It does not. Does the second box flip? It does not. Does the third box flip? It does not. Does the fourth box flip, which is this guy over here? He does not. So what happens? The crossbowman goes first. So these guys all miss. Done. We just get rid of them for now. Crossbowman hits. He has to roll the missile table. He needs a 3, 2, or 1 to save the guy. He does not get it, so he technically misses. But fortunately, these guys go at the same time. T4s and H4. This weapon is longer, so it hits him with tremendous damage and kills him. And our cadet is saved. We get 10 points since the captain actually did not kill anyone in that battle. His buddies killed them all. But that puts him at 28, which switches that point around. Which is sort of fun to see. So they're literally battling over a point every time someone kills a monster. The captain also, strangely enough, just scored Dragon Slayer, which actually gives him his 5th point, his 3rd card and his 5th total point. And Dragon Slayer gives him a VP, and he has a little bonus where one dragon in the clearing of wherever he has will he could sell it for $5, the dragon tooth, or he can get a dragon in the clearing to stop fighting him for the rest of the day. He now gets big game, which is a nice, ooh, that's a good one. So the captain can pick medium, heavy, or tremendous. So and has to kill a monster of that size. I think the captain will pick heavy, looking at this spider as an easy kill. I mean, that demon sucks, though. Okay, but we are done with that. Right? Blah, blah, blah. Search, 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 rest. He did not find his thing. He got jumped instead. He moved to ledge 4 and nothing happened to him. And he was good there. The shrine is type 1 and type 5 spells. So not quite his forte. I think that's day 11. I think that's where we're at, right? We have 3 days. There'll be gray magic in every clearing in 3 more days. Not a lot of leeway, not a lot of headway made on those events. It sucks a little bit. But the Berserker finds himself in an okay position in the cairn. He can probably loot a couple more treasures before he has to get out of Dodge. But, I mean, having said that, not a great point scoring place for him right now because his cards are not really in the cards, as it were, right? The Giants are dead. Danger Sense is not going to do anything but ready his axe, and Explore the Mountain is a terrible card for him just because of the layout of the map right now. And that's all fine and good. He can get back to the inn. Maybe that's his goal. Get some cash, get back to the inn, hire this bloke here because this guy is a badass, and then go nuts for the rest of the game. So I think maybe that's his plan. Magician is dead, of course. Captain is just going to start scoring cards, I think. Big game is going to give him a point. Locate the shrine is right there. That's a second point. And he's going to score Navigator. So the captain has 3 points in cards alone. Ready to go. He will have to face off against that demon. We've already seen double ones kill a character, right? Kill a character's dreams. They didn't kill him. They killed his dreams, the magicians. When you roll double ones on your aggressive transform, those are hopes and dreams that have gone away. So you could roll a double one, power of the pit, everybody's dead, goodbye, and done. Let's hope that doesn't happen. The wizard's also in good shape. Locate the vault is a little shitty, doesn't really care for it, but rescue is an easy gig, I think, and an easy kill. He really needs to start jamming spells. So how do we get, because that's the one thing, he can totally win that. The Berserker's not going to learn crap. The Captain's not going to learn crap, probably. The Wizard needs to now learn spells because that is sort of his thing where no one else is going to be able to do that. So that is 2 points for him. If he learns a single spell in the game, he's going to get 2 points. So he needs to do that. And I think, and again, I rule against, you cannot learn the spell from the good book, but you can use it as a type 1 chit. I mean, I suppose, yeah, I don't know. Good question, right? I like using it to cast the stuff. I like the idea of potentially being able to make color, but yeah, it's sort of a weird gig. That's a good question. I think I'll have to think about that because that does change our disposition a little bit. If it's a type 1 chit, that's great. We can learn type 1 magic off of it, and we could technically record those spells. Maybe it's too easy to record spells at that point. I don't know. I'll think about it. I think I'm going to lean toward letting him do that. Again, it makes those way more powerful, those items. It does make them more powerful for, say, the magician, if he finds them and so on. So I think maybe that's a good way to go. I don't like enhanced magic because I think it makes absorb essence and transform too good, maybe. But okay. All right. That's it. I will talk to you guys next episode. We'll start day 12, 13, and 14 and see where that leads us. And that's it. I will talk to you all later. Let's save this game. Feel bad for the magician. We're hovering around 164, 165 subscribers. So do what you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Definitely like the videos and comment, please. That does help and makes me feel better. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.